Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, Sloka 66, Part 77. Sarva-dharmān parityajya, mām ekaṁ śaraṇaṁ vraja, ahaṁ sarva-pāpebhyo, mokṣayiṣyāmi ma śucaḥ. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Krishna says, I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. But one should carefully understand this. Otherwise, one may think one can do anything and everything and still get away. And that is the reason in past few sessions we have been studying about apacharams, offenses, akritya karana, bhagavat apachara, bhahavat apachara. Offenses committed by not following what's been said in the scriptures, offending the Supreme Lord, and offending the devotees. Of all these offenses, the one which the Lord cannot tolerate is said to be asakya apacharam. The Lord can tolerate anything, but not this category of offense. The Lord has all good qualities, only good qualities, unlimited, immeasurable good qualities. But even that Lord gets to a point of intolerance when someone commits offenses called asakya apacharam. When someone starts hating or offending the Lord, acharyas, or any Vaishnavas without any specific reason, they simply hate. That type of apacharam is said to be asakya apacharam. I don't want to hear anything about that person. I hate these people when I see them dancing on the streets, distributing books in various places, when they say Krishna is the Supreme Lord, or there could be no reason at all for them to offend the deities or devotees. They simply say, I don't want to come to that person's house. I don't want to come to that temple. I have nothing to do with that person or anyone related to that person. If we ask this person who hate the Vaishnavas, why are you so upset, angry? Why do you hate them? And the reason they are going to say is, I don't know, but I don't like them. There is no specific reason. Somehow, I don't like the devotees. I don't like Krishna. I don't like these gurus and acharyas. Did they do anything to you? Did they ruin your life? Did they take away any of your belongings? Did they mistreat you? No, nothing. But I simply don't like them. As I said, I have no reason. So such type of apacharam is said to be asakya apacharam. They fall into three categories or types: bhagavat vishayam, acharya vishayam, bhagavata vishayam. Earlier we covered bhagavata apachara. Here specifically acharya apachara is being mentioned. We also discussed earlier about bhagavata apachara, bhagavata apachara, but those were based on some reasoning. But here, with no reason, one commits offense to Bhagavan and Bhagavatas. This offense is not even based on any artha or kama, not for any material thing. It is simply they hate, that's all. They don't like to hear anything great about the Lord or Lord's devotees. Offenses which falls under Bhagavat Vishaya is where Hiranyakashipu falls under. He hated Prahlad. Even though he was the father, he simply doesn't want to hear anything to do with the Lord. Even though the Lord himself did not do anything in particular to Hiranyakashipu. Second, in Acharya Vishaya, this is serious than the previous one, Bhagavad Vishaya. One commits offense to Acharya by not following his instructions. This is a disrespect to one's Guru. One may have a Guru, but if he doesn't follow Guru's instruction, then he is not fit to be a disciple. Also, when one tried to share the knowledge that he received from his Guru with others who are unqualified, or with others for gaining money, popularity, prestige, etc., then that also falls under this offense. The third one, Bhagavata Vishayam. This is committed due to having jealousy towards other Vaishnavas. One may not like seeing other Vaishnavas progressing spiritually. One may not like seeing other Vaishnavas being glorified. One may not even like seeing other Vaishnavas being so renounced. One may feel very jealous when he sees other Vaishnavas are doing well spiritually or materially. One must try to live very cooperatively among one's God brothers and God sisters, and that should also be extended to other Acharya's disciple. One should know this is a spiritual family. This is Krishna's family. Therefore, everyone is connected to Krishna. Irrespective of whose Guru's disciple the other person is, one must treat others equally, like one would treat their own God brothers and God sisters. One should not take this statement and twist it, saying, I don't treat my God brothers and God sister well, therefore I will do the same to others as well. So these are asakya apacharam. Apacharam caused towards Bhagavan, apacharam caused towards Acharyas, apacharam caused towards Bhagavatas. We know, we studied so far that Lord, who is our only means to take us back to his abode, he is the Upaya. He is our Upaya as well as Upayam, meaning he is our mean and he is our goal. But when we commit offenses, the Lord's face turns red with great anger. He gets displeased, disappointed, disgusted with our action when we commit asakya apacharam. So what does it mean when the Lord is angry on us? It is not a rocket science to figure out. It is simple that we will lose his support. That means we will not be able to escape from this material world. We will continue to live here, life after life after life. That is why it is said all these offenses are upaya virodhi. Our upayam is Krishna, and these offenses are virodhi to have Krishna as our means. Also, these offenses becomes our virodhi to attain Krishna as well. That comes without even saying, because when we lost our means, how are we even going to get to the goal? Therefore, these offenses are both upaya and upeya virodhis, and that leads us to swarupa nasam, meaning we lose our paratantriya and seshatvam, which are the swarupa of the Atma. Again, these terms by now must be familiar to all. Paratantriyam is having complete dependency on the Lord is lost, and seshatvam, where we, being servant of the Lord, is also lost. One who may not have a clear understanding what it means may think, well, that's very good. I can be independent and I don't need to be servant of anyone. I can be on my own. May sound attractive, but it is destructive. Therefore, as a devotee, as a initiated devotee, one must be very, very careful not to commit any of these offenses. Else, we will lose the mercy of the Lord. The Lord will withdraw His grace from us. The reason that these things are mentioned here and the way it has been mentioned here, we can see that Bhagavat Apachara is cruel than Akritya Karanam. Bhagavata Apachara is cruel than Bhagavat Apachara. And Asakya Apachara is cruel than Bhagavata Apachara. Our Purvacharyas, the previous Acharyas, were very respectful to Shastras and were very fearful of committing any apacharas. We can see the great Acharyas even seek forgiveness from their own disciples when they come to their end of life. Even though the truth is they did not commit any apachara to anyone, but out of their humility they seek forgiveness to all the Vaishnavas. It is important to understand that in our life, as we study, our jnana, knowledge, grows. As our knowledge grows, parallelly, that must lead us to anusthanam, practice. If our knowledge doesn't come into practice, then the knowledge, jnana, that we have is called ajnana, not knowledge, not jnana. Rather, it is ajnana. Therefore, our great acharyas have written so many literatures just to share their knowledge to us so we can get educated and develop good qualities and totally avoid any offenses. With that said, the topic on offenses comes to an end. The reason that we did offenses because those are a good disciple's lakshanams. When we said disciple, that means he must have a guru. And we also saw guru lakshanam. What connects a guru and disciple is the initiation process called panchasamskara. And it is through this panchasamskara one surrenders unto Guru and Krishna. It is by Acharya Abhimana, by becoming a favorite of Guru. Through Guru, one gets Krishna. At that point, after Panchasamskara has been performed, one comes fully under the shelter of Guru and Krishna. All his papam, sins, as well as punyam, merits, are all taken care so that this person can successfully return back to Krishna in this very lifetime, provided he follows two things very carefully. Number one, he doesn't commit Bhagavat Apacharam by going to other devatas. Number two, by committing any Vaishnava Apacharam, that is Bhagavata Apachara. When one successfully passes through this, then at the time of death, even if a person could not remember Krishna, Krishna remembers that person because he is surrendered soul. He has led his life completely dedicated to Guru and Krishna. When he is ready to leave the body, we also saw the route that he takes to reach the spiritual world. And that route is only available for one who has performed Sharanagati or Bhakti. And the best way for one to surrender unto Lord is through an Acharya. Now that leads us to few questions. What is the guarantee that by me performing Sharanagati that I will reach the Lord at end of my life? Another question is, if I surrender unto the Lord and Guru through the process of initiation, then if I fail to keep up my promise, it will affect my Guru. Therefore, it's better I don't become a cause of anyone's suffering. I would not take initiation. and few more questions related around this topic that we will cover in our next session. Thank you. Hare Krishna.